Welcome to Students Academy. Today we are going to discuss about Unit 1 in Physics, that is nothing but force. This video is especially meant for ICSE students, that also if you are studying 10th, then this video will be helpful for your exam preparation purpose. In this video we have taken the unit called force, and in it we are covering only the short answers, that includes 2-mark and objective type. So throughout our presentation what we will be discussing is only about short answers that are present in this unit. Then we will slowly discuss each and every chapters of physics, chemistry and every subject we will be covering in this channel. And if you are an ICSE student, this will be one of the best and helpful video for you. Yes, let us go to the video. Hi friends, today in our video we are going to discuss about Unit 1 force, that is one of the first basic unit which you will be covering in ICSE Physics 10th portion I am going to discuss. First, let us know what is a rigid body. A body which has a definite shape and size is known as rigid body. Throughout our video what we will be discussing is about short answers, definitions, and then SI unit, CGS unit. Likewise the small topics we will be covering in our video because it will be helpful for your examination purpose. Now let us discuss what is translational motion. Translational motion is nothing when a force is applied on a rigid body which will be initially at a rest state, and that rigid body is free to move. That rigid body will move in a straight path. That is known as translational motion. What is a pure translational motion? Is nothing but at any instant of time, every particle of a body will have a same velocity. Here you have to note a word, same velocity at a instant of time. That two keywords will be very helpful for knowing what is pure translational motion. Now let us go to the next slide. Now, as we have translational motion, we also have rotational motion. Let's discuss what is rotational motion. Rotational motion is nothing but a rigid body that is said to have a rotational motion if every particle of a body moves in a circle around an axis. That axis is known as axis of rotation. It is nothing but when a body is rotating about an axis that has a pivoted point. That is known as rotational motion. Now let us see what are the upcoming topics. Now we have discussed about rigid body. Now as we have translational motion, we also have rotational motion. Let's discuss what is rotational motion. Rotational motion is nothing but a rigid body that is said to have a rotational motion if every particle of a body moves in a circle around an axis. That axis is known as axis of rotation. It is nothing but when a body is rotating about an axis that has a pivoted point. That is known as rotational motion. Now let us see what are the upcoming topics. Now we have discussed about rigid body. Now let us know what is non-rigid body. A non-rigid body is nothing but a body which changes its shape and size when a force acts on it. That is known as non-rigid body. Let's say once again, a body which changes its shape and size when some other force is acting on it. It is known as non-rigid body. Now let us know what is moment of force or torque. When a force is applied on an object, it can turn the object from a fixed point that is known as a pivot point. This turning effect of a force is known as torque. This torque is known as a vector quantity, and this torque is also known as moment of force. I think you can see the slide, so I think no more explanation is needed for it. Turning effect of a body depends on two particular factors. That is nothing but magnitude of a body and then the distance between the line of action of force and axis of rotation. These two are the factors that depends on the body. Then let us discuss about moment of force, SI units and all those stuffs let us discuss. First, units of moment of force have two units, absolute unit and then gravitational unit. Now let us discuss the absolute unit. Torque is nothing but a product of force and then displacement. This SI unit is nothing but Newton meter. CGS unit is dyne centimeter. Gravitational unit of torque is nothing but SI unit is equal to kgf meter. Kgf meter is nothing but kilogram force per meter, which is equal to 9.8 Newton meter. In CGS system, we have the SI unit which is equivalent to gram force per meter, which is 980 dyne centimeter. So far we have discussed about what is rigid body, what is non-rigid body, and what is a torque. These topics we have covered. Now let us discuss what is a couple. A couple is nothing but a pair of equal and opposite forces acting on a body along two different lines of action, which will constitute a couple. This couple is a major topic which will be discussed in the unit force, and after that particular topic you will be having certain detailed oriented questions. Now in this video I am going to concentrate only on short answers. So after that we are having a topic known as equilibrium. Equilibrium is a position where it values to the zero. Zero should be the value of the displacement, and that in this, you have two types of equilibrium. One is static equilibrium, next one is dynamic equilibrium. Just for the exam preparation, I have just cut down everything and given in a hint format. That is nothing but in a static equilibrium position, you have no velocity. No velocity will be there in a static equilibrium, and also it will be balanced by some vertical upward and downward forces, so that it constitutes static equilibrium. When it comes to dynamic equilibrium, you have to see the difference. That is, it will be having a velocity, but no net force will be applied for dynamic equilibrium. Next, let us discuss the forthcoming topics. After different types of equilibrium, we are having a topic known as center of gravity of a body. In this, I have given only the definition. What is meant by center of gravity of a body? Center of gravity of a body is the point at which the resultant of all the weight of the particle acts, whatever can be its orientation or position. It will be provided that the size and shape remain unaltered. That thing is the important thing you have to note in this topic. That is, the size and shape remains unaltered. Now let's discuss what is uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion is nothing. When a particle moves on a circular path, it will be traveling with a constant speed. Then this particular motion is known as uniform circular motion. This uniform circular motion has a magnitude of velocity that is also remaining constant, but here you have to note a particular thing, that a direction changes continuously. Once again let me say, uniform circular motion is nothing but when a particle moves on a circular path with a constant speed, then its motion is known as uniform circular motion. Magnitude of velocity in circular motion remains constant. Magnitude of velocity will be in a constant state and direction will be continuously changing. This particular thing you have to note it down. Then let us discuss about what is inertia, what is centripetal force. Let's discuss one by one. After uniform circular motion, we are having concept known as inertia. Inertia is when a body possesses a property called inertia, which is the inability of a body to change its direction. A body cannot change its direction. That is known as inertia. Then we discuss about a concept called centripetal force. Centripetal force is nothing but a constant force that should act on a body along the radius towards the center and perpendicular to the velocity of body. Once again let me say, centripetal force is nothing but a constant force that is acting on a body along the radius towards the center and perpendicular to the velocity of body. Yes, after this, let's discuss about centrifugal force. We have almost reached to the end of the session. Yeah, let me discuss about the last topic, that is nothing but centrifugal force. Centrifugal force is a force that will be depending upon law of Newton's third law. Based on this only, this force will be acting. It is nothing but a equal and opposite force that will be in a equal and opposite reaction to the centripetal force, that is known as centrifugal force. Whenever a body is having a centripetal force, it will also have centrifugal force. Centrifugal force is the equal and opposite reaction to the centripetal force, and it will make a body to move away from the center, whereas centripetal force will take the body to the center, but it will take away from the center. That is the important thing you have to know. After that, you have one MCQ question, which is like force based on Newton's third law of motion. You have 4 options: uniform circular motion, centripetal force, centrifugal force, and then gravitational force. If you know the answer, leave it in comment section. Thank you.